A threat made against a judge leads to an arrest, but it's not the arrest Kaufman County's been waiting for. No suspect has been named for the murders of the Kaufman County DA and his wife. Governor Rick Perry is holding a news conference tomorrow morning to talk about those murders. And tonight, an honor guard holds a vigil over the McClellans' remains. Fox 4's Sean Rabb is in Sunnyvale, where the memorial service will be held tomorrow. Sean.
Good evening to you, Heather. You know, no one knows why these threats, some on Facebook towards elected officials, even the DA's office in Kaufman County, are taking place. There was one made by phone, though, that investigators say they take very seriously. And the final plans have been made now for what will certainly be a moving memorial. A silent salute as Dallas County Sheriff's Honor Guard stands sentry over the flag-draped coffin of slain Kaufman County District Attorney Mike McClellan. Resting near the casket, the U.S. honor flag.
The flag represents those who serve. Mike also spent 20-plus years in the U.S. Army and retired as a major. Mike served his community passionately, and he's a hero.
Mike McClellan gunned down in his home over the Easter weekend, and his wife Cynthia killed as well. Her remains, escorted by sheriff's deputies, arrive at the Grand Prairie Funeral Home, where her body will be cremated. Her ashes placed in her husband's coffin. The two together again in death.
Having met Mike after Mark Hassey's incident, finding this out was unbelievable, quite a shock.
We're going to confirm the arrest of Nick Morale.
No real leads yet in the McClellan murders, but at a news conference today, officials detailed the arrest of 56-year-old Nick Morale of Terrell, arrested Tuesday for making terroristic threats to, of all numbers, the Crime Stoppers tip line, set up to receive information. According to the arrest affidavit, the caller stated a Kaufman County judge would be the next victim.
The threat was then investigated, leading to the arrest of Mr. Morale at a location in Kaufman County. At this time, there is nothing to link Mr. Morale to the murders of Mike and Cynthia McClellan or Mark Hassey.
Because the threat was made against a judge and the horrific McClellan murders, Morale's bond unusually high, $1 million.
The investigation of the murders of Mike and Cynthia McClellan is ongoing.
But as yet, there is nothing to go on, as North Texas prepares to pay respect to the McClellans in a public memorial service tomorrow at Sunnyvale First Baptist Church.
Appropriate to reverently honor them with this national treasure for local heroes.
And after the governor holds a news conference in Kaufman County tomorrow, he will be part of this memorial service. He's expected to speak. We also, tomorrow morning, could hear from the McClellan family, perhaps in a statement. It would be the first time the family's made any public remarks since the tragedy.
All right, so perhaps then, Sean, we'll hear from them. But talk now about security for the family, for everybody tomorrow. Certainly it's going to be tight.
Oh, it's going to be very tight. Let me tell you, Dallas County Sheriff's Department heading up the security. Everywhere you look, you're going to see a deputy in uniform. There will be 100 sheriff's deputies from the Dallas County Sheriff's Department in and around the church here in Sunnyvale, in the town of Sunnyvale tomorrow. Also expect some state troopers, of course, with the governor here, and perhaps federal police as well. We're expecting elected officials, congressmen and women as well.
Sure. Okay. And you talked in your story about the guy arrested for making that phone threat against the Kaufman County judge, the guy with the $1 million bond. Talk about how that call was investigated.
Yeah, 56-year-old Nick Morale from Terrell. Listen, he really had no kind of serious criminal trouble until now. Here's what happened about Monday, about 1:43 in the afternoon. He makes this call to the Crime Stoppers 9, where he threatens the judge. And so then an agent from DPS gets detailed call records. They're able to trace it to his phone device. They realize he made the call and that he tried to block it by dialing star 67 before he made that call. Cost him dearly now, $1 million bond. He's in the Kaufman County Jail.
All right, Sean Rabb, we'll look for these reports then again tomorrow morning on the memorial happening for this family. Thank you, Sean.